Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about, you know, an angle of narcissistic abuse at the root of it, as far as the survivor's attraction, of course, to the narcissist, and that is depression. I mean, some of you survivors might say, you know what, Lakia, I was actually in a happy place before I met the narcissist. I wasn't depressed at all. All right, so this will not, obviously be talking about the state that you were in. But there are many people that may not have been satisfied and happy in their life at the time. Because oftentimes when we tend to be most susceptible or we are attracting these narcissists, there's a lot of what we would perceive as resistance going on in our lives, or perhaps what we would perceive as a negative transition, or we're rebounding from something that has devastated us. Like I've talked to so many people, and they would say something like, after my divorce, I met the narcissist. After my father passed away, I met the narcissist. After I, something devastated their life, they met the narcissist. When we're grieving from a divorce, when we're grieving from the loss of a loved one or anything like that, it is typical. A lot of times you can fall into a depression. But the whole point of this video was to just say the untreated depression could make us very much susceptible to the narcissist. And that's one of the reasons why people shouldn't be looking to other people to fulfill them, number one, but they shouldn't be starting relationships when they're not happy within themselves, because then you're going to be more susceptible to being with a toxic person, because you have some form of toxicity in you at that point. You have some form of it inside of you that you need to be working on and cleansing yourself, so that your judgment and your perceptions are where they need to be. Okay, so I wanted to point that out. If you suffered from depression, or, if you were in a depression, you can see where that correlates, because guess what? This narcissist comes into your life and they're love bombing you. So what does that give you the illusion of? It gives you the illusion of an escape, right? From your depression while you're with them, at least. But it's just that, guys, an illusion. Because now someone that's unhealthy in their depression is now attached themselves to another unhealthy person. And inevitably, they're just going to make your depression worse. Okay, that's the whole catch-22. If you're already battling that depression or going in and out of it, or you realize you're one of the people that got with the narcissist when you were, in a midst of fighting a depression. So, and then what did they do? They spiraled you back, chances are, into an even deeper depression, because now whatever you were sorting out, you may still be sorting that out, and now you have the narcissist, that experience with the narcissist, to sift through as well. Okay? So, this is why we have to really do our shadow work and become whole within ourselves. This whole concept and idea of we need another person to make us whole, I don't understand that. We're all individuals, even if we come together. We have to feel whole within ourselves. Okay, guys, this isn't going to be a long video. It's just an observation, about people getting into relationships. That's not going to cure your depression. Okay? Because if your depression is, oh, I feel lonely, let's evaluate that. Let's evaluate, why do you feel lonely? Why are you uncomfortable in your own company? Well, look, yeah, I've been single for 5 years. Of course I'm lonely. Of course, once I get with this person, it's all gonna go away now. I'm quite sure if we go beneath the surface of that situation, we'll find, something at the root, and it won't be your need for a relationship with an external person that's going to bring this wholeness and completeness and, satisfaction to you that you're lacking in your life right now. Okay, because sometimes we're on a surface and, on the shallow end of things, and it's a lot more deeper than that. Just like the overweight woman that can't seem to stop eating is clearly not for hunger at that point, because there's something emotional going on with that. Okay, so if this video resonates with you guys, you can go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I do upload videos quite frequently, guys. I have a substantial playlist. Please go through it and take what you can. I have a motivational playlist for survivors of narcissistic abuse. These are like what you would consider some really good pep talks. If you ever feel like you're having one of those days, one of those moments, you're feeling triggered from your narcissistic abuse, you can go into that playlist, guys, and be uplifted. Generally speaking, all my videos are made to uplift, but I do have some that are just really, that's what it was made for on the highest of levels, okay? And then, some videos I'm just keeping it gully with you, and I might be telling you things that you don't want to hear per se, and it's the ugly side of things, but sometimes we need to definitely hear that sunshine. So make sure you check out that motivational playlist. It's all real, but we're just talking on the sunny side per se, lifting up our confidence, because I'm not going to give you, the low end without giving you the high end. Okay. I might say, okay, bam. Yes, that narcissist affected your self-esteem and it's way lower than it needs to be. I'm not going to tell you that without, bam, giving you the video that's going to help it lift it back up, get you back up a bunch of notches and so forth and so on. Okay. So that's how I like to do my channel with my videos, and I hope you guys appreciate that. And make sure you're hitting the bell so that you get notified when I upload the videos. Guys, I do have the Facebook group. Just inbox me and let me know that you're a survivor, and I'll go ahead and accept you there. My Facebook name on that group is Lakia Reflection and Progression, which is the name of this channel, Crawford, okay? Because I have a few Facebooks. All right, I have my personal one, I have one for my books, and I have one for the YouTube page. It has the same wall print on the cover page on Facebook as it has on the cover page here on YouTube. Okay, that'll help you out as well. All right, guys, I have books on Barnes and Nobles, help you heal from your relationships, help you do your shadow work, get back in touch with yourself, and just about a bunch of enlightenments and pearls of wisdom. I highly recommend you check those out as well. Those links are under most of my videos, if not all. Okay, I do coaching, guys, over the phone, Skype, FaceTime, and email. All right, you just email CoachLakia@gmail.com. Therapy, personally, when I was in the thick of healing from narcissistic abuse, it took my recovery to a whole nother level. So we have to definitely be willing to invest in ourselves, even if it's not through me, guys. Just find a therapist that knows and understands what narcissistic abuse is. The problem that a lot of survivors have is they aren't finding that the mainstream therapists really understand what narcissistic abuse is. So I do specialize in that, and I am taking appointments if you're interested in that. More information, of course, is in the description. All right, guys, the channel do accept donations, and thank you to those of you that do donate to the channel. Great or small, it's all highly and equally appreciated, okay? I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything else. I think I got everything. So until the next time, if you're battling depression, you definitely want to get some help for that, especially, I don't know how far you are or how deep that goes for you. If you're feeling suicidal, which is on the most severe end of the depression. All right. But I'll tell you, I give you one tip right now with that, fighting it, as far as from a non-medical standpoint, as far as not talking about what prescriptions or if you should be taking medications at all. But finding gratitude goes so far in life. If you can find a way to start finding gratitude, and what do I mean by that? Start focusing on what is right in your life versus dwelling in what's wrong. Because, depression is when we're getting swallowed by the things we don't like in our life. And it's giving us a tunnel vision where we can't see the whole picture. All we're seeing is what we don't like. We can't see all the things that are actually going right. Okay, so maybe start a gratitude journal and write 5 things in it each day that you do appreciate in your life. Find things that you can enjoy. And I know you're saying, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to. I've had depression in my lifetime. I'm quite sure more than once. When I went through my divorce, I fell into a depression. So I know when I lost my mother at the age of 7, I had a depression then. And at different times in my life, I have had it. So I know how it feels to feel depression and how there are times we don't want to get out of bed, don't want to go out to work and function, and you just don't want to be a part of society. All the things that used to matter to you, it just don't. You're almost like a zombie, and you're losing hope, massive amounts of hope. Okay, so I understand this, but once I was able to step into gratitude, once I was able to shift my focus, once I was able to start putting into and loving ourselves, because when we're depressed, we do neglect ourselves. We tend to. We're not taking care of ourselves. We're going through the motion. A lot of people, they're losing weight because they just have no appetite. And then some people are gaining weight because the depression is emotional and they're emotional eaters. So, everybody is different. So I can't give these blanket, it's generally case by case, but I'm quite sure just as blanketly, yes, finding gratitude is going to take you far. Okay. All right, guys, until next time, please take care.